Movie faces, Daddy. Ooh, time, huh?
Let's go see what Layla's doing. Come on, my daddy,
What you doing with your little self? Little pip squeak.
Is that Jamie's playing too? Why is he on that controller then?
Because I'm just playing around with that, you know. It's something like when I was younger, I thought I was playing with him. I remember.
You better.
Landon, be quiet.
You better.
Landon, you wanna play with him? Landon, why'd you turn this on? He actually think he actually about to play with somebody. Found out you could sit on my lap. Oh, you wanna stay? Okay. On my lap. Why do you look like that? Straight brown. You hear me, Dad?
Daddy, you gotta get another too.
Yeah, he took my brown. Bum boy.
What she say? Oh, what you say?
As we get this one underway. And we will not get a run.
It's coming with Trey Atlas, the later wood.
Come out to the 25.
Why your face like that, Brandon? He's like.
Now Jones. Swing out wide to Harris. And he's taken down.
I wasn't ready that play, but he got one off on me. He got one off on me because I ain't picked the right play.
3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up the yardage.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yes. Landon, I'll be right back. Sit right here. Take my spot for me, okay?
Okay, brother.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Mommy Logan came down.
So that better be over.
2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Mom.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. Hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. On 1st and 10, Moore. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. This defense for the Pats, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he will slide to a stop. He does
Quarterback got some wheels on.
Charles in the past,
that,
a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
He ain't a real player. He's just somebody I picked up in the draft.
Fan base is hoping with this young rookie
Mike Gilmore.
put some wrinkles in this
More.
offense like we just saw.
I think you're
Just
exactly
switch his
right,
name.
because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them.
Oh, he's a rookie too that I picked up. I'm trying to get them to all be
And now as a defensive
like
coordinator, you've got
fire
work to do to prepare
fire
for their
players. I like Mike Gilmore. It's just his development is too slow.
Mike Gilmore looked like Theo.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
He kind of do though.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Moore. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's going to
He's a real player. He's
I
cold in
know.
real
I know.
life.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the
Yeah, I'm
confidence
not-
that they had to let their tight end
Look at my
drop
play
off some
call.
space
It's
in the
just
middle of the
legit.
field,
It's
right
just
in the
elite.
quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his first touchdown on the year.
Oh, you think you got the chair back? Oh, my bad. I was wondering why you was looking like that. I ain't even hear you. That's funny.
It's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
That had me playing better. Nah, I'm just messing. Go ahead.
Bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
I'll just move the couch over here and put my feet on. It's like, nah. You said what?
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And hoping to do better than they did their
So I'm
last
guessing
possession
I
when they
didn't
punted the
go.
football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up at the 15. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember,
and they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary, and they'll get him down right around the 16. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Moore. Dancing to his left. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. Back to throw. Moore. That's going to be caught by Reed. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. Beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Just because I went up against like 3 other friends. If they got it. You said I know it. You're not. You know, like, and then I think they make me smoke that. You just let them talk? No. He got on them and took away the point. He was like, be quiet, but he probably didn't know.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So, decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
I was just asking him, I know you're not going to see him tomorrow.
From the 27, Jones. And that's going to be delayed incomplete. The time has expired. First quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. following the incomplete pass. Off play action. Jones eluding the pressure right. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big play here for Buffalo. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On 2nd down now, Gilmore. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with the bandit.
On 3rd down, Gilmore. And he's able to pick up the first before he's blocked down inside the 5 at the 4.
And that's why you spend a 1st-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. It's some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the 1st half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to be able to force everything either.
I'm proud of it, man.
No one's talking of food. Landon, you done had a couple of slices.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
As we've seen, their first two drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the pressure off the field.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Pass on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Oh, boy.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. Let's see if they can get the ball moving again.
We'll see if they can do it here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing again. Jones. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Like the morning. They literally have lunch in the
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Operating from the gun, Jones. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to look deep for Parrott. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to have the football here on the 35-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Steps away to his left. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
A solid stiff arm. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Flexing his muscle again. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business in the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills are able to add on to their first half lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one to Bourne out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards to pick up there. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Got the connection here to Bourne. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop them with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
It's about drive. It's about power. We said we would put in the work, put in the hours. It takes us.
Jones now on first down. He gets it complete to Harris. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Dad, I guess you learned about Smash Mouth football.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone.
I did that. That's my fault.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let him
I did that.
play like that.
First touchdown.
All eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was
Said he
thinking,
just scored on
he's
the
open.
Bills.
What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that
It's the end of the second quarter, about to be halftime. He gonna message me talking about he ain't playing the fourth quarter. Like,
so not much time to speak of remaining in his first half as the kick's away.
Yes.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
It don't matter.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first two quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Oh, what a move. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
They'll run on first down. Gilmore. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Okay.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into the second half blowout material.
He's given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
That helps you out with certain stuff.
Here's second and 10.
I'll be up in a
He'll
second.
decide to keep this once more. He pitches it out. Oh, he bowls over him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They go play action here on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats will take over here at the 12-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, they just got a little help from their defense, forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harris. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team is playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Oh, I don't see what.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here comes Pettis on the return. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake, Jones. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Gilmore. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 92 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take...
It's got his man complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for New England. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run again with Harris. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play there on the catch and run.
I do think that sometimes on 3rd and long, many defenders just get caught watching the sticks instead of watching the ball. And the guy who's got it, because here, they just got the ball into the receiver's hands and told him to do it yourself, a little bit of a desperation play. And he was able to...
And this is called touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne, his first touchdown on the year. And the Pats able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Point after here coming up. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake.
Again, he went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed. to do that? Did someone double dog Darren?
I was going to ask, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on the PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gilmore, he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments.
I thought you was quitting,
but
my
they
God.
do get just enough to pick up the first down. And again this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Coming up on 2nd and 7. A handoff on the option to Singletary. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Off play action. Moore out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now Jones throwing on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it wasn't the first sack of the game. Instead, they were able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones, throw left side, complete to Harry. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Off the play fake. Jones. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And this one is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escaping the pressure right. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there for the Patriots.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here's Jones. Off play action. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
That's my fault.
With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Patriots get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Fake it. And he's got it in the end zone. Bit of a surprising call here, down by as many as they are, but the fake works, and they'll get 2 points closer instead of 1. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's going to be dropped following a pick up a 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down now, Gilmore, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as he'll stop him with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Off play action. Moore. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Jones throw taken in by Bourne. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop them with 13 seconds left to play. Jones on 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Landon.
Back to throw. Jones. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
Landon.
Dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They got the lead 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Going for it all. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome. It is a touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker. Yeah. Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's incomplete. Was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion. Just
That's Landon.
Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
So for the Bills, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will return home next week to take on the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.
Lang. Oh, never mind. I'm about to. Landon, I'm going to beat your butt. Okay.
He's playing, but he's playing to look our face, but and he's playing to do this. And he's doing that. Huh? Landon's trying to pinch me, but it doesn't hurt.
All right, I'm coming, baby.
Ow, that actually hurt. You use it now.
London. But Joe, I said I'm coming.
Yeah, I didn't think. Because he's trying to put the door on.
If y'all would stay your butts in the room, he wouldn't have a door to shut on you.
I have to change my clothes.
Okay, what do you think a 2-year-old know anything about your body?
Mom said he's not able to be there because
Okay, then you should have put him out and shut the door.
That's what I'm trying to do.
What you mean try? You should have did it. Logan, you're how much bigger than him? Put him out and shut the door. Y'all act like he's stronger than y'all. He be terrorizing y'all. And he 2 years old. I'm tired of you. Stop. Be quiet. Sit down. Nope, not until you learn to listen. You the smallest thing in the house, and you think you running something. You are not the boss. I'm the boss. You don't tell me what to do. I tell you what to do. You listen. You are not in charge. When somebody says stop, that's what you do. You stop. Be quiet. You ain't slow. You know what we saying. Calm yourself down first. you don't listen, you get yourself in trouble, and that's what happened. You're going to be on punishment if you don't listen. You got to listen. You got to learn how to behave when you're with your sisters. When they say stop, you stop. You don't keep going. That's why you got in trouble. They told you to stop and you kept going. You need to learn to listen. You're not in charge. Close it up. Close it up. Get your emotions in check.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10, about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside the end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. Scrimmage and taking game's first play, and it's second down now. Now Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Allen. And Diggs has it. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Buying time to his left. Right about 4 there on the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open.
If you don't calm down, you're not going to go nowhere. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Throwing now is Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen is going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover.
All right, you ready to get up now? You can get up. Come on, get up. Come on. You just needed to be quiet. That's what I'm saying. You got to learn to follow instructions.
9-9-9 route, 9 meaning go. Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
I picked a different play. I thought I picked a different play. Talking to you.
Because they kept extra DBs on the field, despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out, but I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Mayfield off the play fake. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there. Someone always trying.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. After the sack on first down, Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. No score after one on EA Sports. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles.
I'm my baby, but you gotta listen, okay? I don't want to have to spank you. I don't want to have to pop your leg. But when you don't listen, that's what happens. What?
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to look deep enough for Landry. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. Mark him down at the 39.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Conklin, I need you to block my
right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Forced out to his left. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. first down, they'll run with Chubb. And down inside the 15 he goes.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Taron Johnson made the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Touchdown. Nick Chubb. A 1-yard touchdown reception as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. McKenzie now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball and try and get things settled down a little bit.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check 33, 33, rap it. Hey, check Mike 33, check Mike 33.
Now Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
McKenzie now from his... And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. McKenzie now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
So I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Allen hits the football.
Bro, how fake is that, bro?
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Bills made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the Browns kicker Chase McLaughlin set to go, and we are underway now from Cleveland. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Open up.
Maybe a yard. Second down coming up. They go play action. Cousins on the move to his left. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Browns defense has a touchdown. We don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Extra point by McLaughlin is
Way
up
to
and
go,
good.
Brownies.
It's now a
Way to
7-0
go.
game.
Hurry, hurry. Way to go, Brownies. Way to go. Hurry, hurry.
So they
We
throw
about to
the
make
pick
this
six.
playoff push, baby. Playoff push.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Bro, I'm right there. You ain't gonna let me get that? That's bananas. That's a pick.
Play fake, Cousins.
Let's go, man.
And he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. Gets around him. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Off the play fake, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson there to make the
That's a beautiful draw.
And the Vikings are
Gotta give him credit for that.
tying this thing up. Extra point splits the
Excellent
uprights.
draw.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Sometimes I think my buttons don't be working, though. This is crazy. Like, it took me a second to pick that play. I hit the button already. Dang, and this is a brand new controller.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Mayfield's going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. A 1st carry now for Nick Chubb. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 1st downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield on play action. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield now. And he's got the hook up to Landry. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
These two teams all tied after one.
You sheepy. Ooh. Give me a sheepy.
Oh, big decision here early. Look at this.
They're like you falling asleep.
On their own side of the field. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it. But I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, kick's either a punt, right? Field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
Check it back. Run.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he stopped immediately.
That nigga's not just busting up Batonio like that,
2
bro.
yards to show for it.
You
And
gotta
he
cut
got
it
off the
out.
end there very quickly to
He
make
didn't
that
stop
play.
while I'm
Yeah, it's
playing the
almost
game.
like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. 45 to 9.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Going deep here for Landry. Oh, wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think
We need y'all to get out there quicker, boy.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
You want to go upstairs with Logan in London? Huh? You want to go? Oh, okay.
Business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches. 2-minute drill.
Dropped it.
They've converted only once so far in this first half.
That's crazy.
I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line. So a net negative there of 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you got to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper
You want to go
leverage, and
upstairs?
communicating well, too.
Love you. Now don't go up there picking, okay? Have fun.
Complete pass on first
Don't
down.
pick,
That
though.
leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, Cousins rolling to his right. Lets it fly for Thielen. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 30. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that kick 6. And now the kick is away. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. And that is taken in by Njoku. And now off to the races, down the right side. And touchdown, Cleveland. CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop them with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now an in route as Cousins will just pop this forward. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Second and 5 now. Cousins. He completes it to Westbrook. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Only by 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Again, it's Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Okay, so now the
Landon!
get that wide open.
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion, maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Play action now. Cousins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick.
Why are you trying all of this in
As
the
it comes
first
in
half?
the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Makes no sense. You nigga trash. Doing stupid stuff. Trying to get a dub.
So just 8 kicks remaining.
Not up Sunday down here. It's a wrap. Smoke.
Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Landon!
And this offense is going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Drive about to get started. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Final play of the half. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles
doing
Davis.
good?
I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail
Yeah.
play on EA Sports.
Nobody knows the Bible like me.
Taking it about the 1. And his guys will hit the football right at the 20-yard line.
I mean, like, everybody knows scripture, though.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half? The
I stole my identity on this game.
Protection
And
certainly
I
going to
still
need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
he thought he was going to do some psychological work.
Another try after the first down sack. Under pressure, they got him again. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Flush to his right. Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they will take over with the football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage.
That's a cardinal rule. You don't throw back across your body, boy.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That's my fault, bro. I gotta stop doing this. I so gotta stop doing it.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield looks to throw. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Anthony Barr able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue.
Had all them people back there blocking. How?
As a unit, it's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him the whole game.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
He'll buy some time right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Cousins to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. Cook, they'll try and run it. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he's able to get out to the 32 down there. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Pay attention. Are you okay? Like broken. You have to pay attention to what you're doing. You don't. You have to do stuff. I know you didn't mean to do it. Sorry, Landon.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Throw left side. Caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical. You figure they only getting one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Flushed out right. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. Touchdown, Browns! Donovan Peoples-Jones, 54 yards. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's
Are you?
McLaughlin to kick off.
Uh-oh.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
Okay.
So how about this for a turn of events? They take the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time because the momentum was totally against them.
That's really
Now
close.
it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go to the lead.
Why did I do that?
That'll bring out
I
second and goal
did
after the
that, and
gain
that
of
makes
5.
it spill. If you do it. Here.
Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Third and goal, they're going with Chubb. He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down, escaping the pressure lane. And this is caught. Touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Can I use
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
Yeah, that's it.
And the Browns have retaken the lead.
It's really soft. It's soft.
Plenty of scoring here of late. And the lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that the time getting short. They had
That's
to put
my
something
blanket.
together here, and they were able to
Really?
do so.
Yeah, it's just because
Right back.
And he will not get there. He comes up short.
I
And
mean,
they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a
when
1-point game.
I get older, I don't need that. When I get older,
Well, you still can.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
yeah, because if you have
That's
road,
out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
me and you can have the same blanket as you can.
Here the Vikings now will start their next drive.
I didn't have
They will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining in the 4th quarter. A chance to regain the lead in a tight one. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's cold and
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 30.
he was cold.
Now Cousins being chased down left. And now he'll let this one go deep.
Oh, come on.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
They go play action. Cousins. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Working out of the gun. Cousins. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And he's taken down inside the 30.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
And you know what my name is?
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. First down, here's the run with Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit.
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in a minute, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They run it again with Cook. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Joseph's got it. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Because, like, well, did you see all these
Browns
butterflies?
drive about to get started. They're only in need of a field goal. A decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm
Did you
right.
see that?
He's taken down.
Fans have a funny time. They're going to have funny time. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Baker. And you will find his man Schwartz. It's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Now Mayfield. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. That means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Mayfield to throw. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation. I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here's Mayfield. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. Throw no different.
No, not here.
I think he looks
No,
at
but
it as,
I
I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
I bet you, but I can't carry it.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. And off comes to Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the fourth. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball. Holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.